Initiate opening gag number 2-4.mp3 human voice filter on. Welcome to the show, everybody. I am, of course, your host, Yellbot V2.69. Are you sighing?
No.
Oh. Here as always with my sentient AI companion, the Skylartron 420. And we're here to simulate about an hour's worth of conversation about, like, I don't know, video games usually. We've been on that heavy recently. It's what humans talk about.
Normal humans, not
Normal
robots.
humans. Yeah.
Not
we're here to...
robots disguising themselves as humans.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically.
Robots in disguise, you might say.
Yes.
Yeah.
One would say that.
So yeah, we're gonna... What is it you usually say? Fill your ear holes with something that I don't
You're gonna
like that
blow
word.
your mind, man.
Gonna blow your mind.
Get ready for 60 minutes of unfiltered just vibes, man. It's awesome.
Pure, unadulterated conversation about whatever, you know. We promise not to talk about Elden Ring. So we're not gonna do that. We already got that out of the way. So instead, okay, jumping into video games. The new Tiny Tina game came out, right?
Oh yeah.
But I think it's just an Epic exclusive, so I'm super upset.
Oh, is it really?
I think so. Because I couldn't get it on Steam. I would have bought that shit day one. It looks so good.
Oh, yeah, like on PC. It's Epic exclusive, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure I saw it on the store on Xbox.
Oh, really? Shit.
Yeah. Pretty sure.
I wonder if it's on PC, Xbox. I didn't check that.
I don't think it... I don't know. I guess I couldn't tell you.
Huh.
But it might be Epic exclusive on PC.
Yeah, I think that's the case. Man, I've been trying to fucking stay away from getting Epic games because, like, I have so many platforms now.
Yeah, launchers. Right.
Yeah, just everything. Origin, Ubisoft,
EA has
Steam,
one,
of course. Yeah.
GOG.
Xbox Game Pass on PC. GOG has one.
Yeah, the Galaxy launcher.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Windows Store. I mean,
games,
yeah. There's. You're right. There's tons. There's a bunch of.
There's so many launchers and platforms. I just want everything to be consolidated on one thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The same issue applies to streaming. You know. Like Netflix and Hulu and Disney Plus and HBO Max.
Yeah.
You know, there's 50. There's a ton of different ones, and
oh, dude,
an argument or something I see is like, well, can't we just consolidate all those into like one thing? You pay $100 a month for, and that's cable. Like,
yeah, that's
straight up cable.
Hey, I'm tired of cables, so let's split it up into something that is a little bit more annoying and just like a bunch of logins you have to write down somewhere.
Yeah.
And then eventually get fed up with that and go back to basically cable.
It seems to be the direction we're heading. I mean, with Paramount Plus and like NBC and ABC, they all have their own streaming platforms.
Yeah. It was smart of, I think NBC owns The Office, so for them to make Peacock or whatever as their own personal one, just to get the people who were hooked to The Office. I know I thought about it for a minute, but because it was on Netflix for a really long time.
They stole it from Netflix.
Yeah,
they stole it, even though it's their IP.
They did.
Technically.
Yeah. It was one of those situations where it was like, man, the people who have the fucking DVD box set are sitting pretty right now.
Oh, for sure.
At least among the fucking like Netflix office junkies that I was for a hot minute. And just sit in front of your TV and turn on The Office and just watch it until you fall asleep and wake up in a puddle of your own spit and realize that you've just been sitting watching The Office for like 5 hours. Your back hurts. And
I mean, there's always a show like that. I feel like in any, I mean, probably since TV became, a thing that would be normal to see in someone's house. Sitcoms like that, and I think of
but the accessibility of streaming without ads, at least, so it's like literally just playing the show.
Yes, I mean that's a big plus.
That's
a humongous plus.
That's what makes it so fucking sweet, Yeah. It's just the piece of art, I guess, if you want to get real deep with it.
I don't think anybody likes getting consumerist bullshit shoved in their face.
Yeah.
Constantly. And that's what TV is.
It's fucking disgusting.
Like, I know something that's always brought up whenever it comes to, like, if you ask somebody not from America what something that's really weird about our country is that we have ads for medicine.
Oh, and, dude, yes.
It'll be like a really super happy family. Maybe the girl's like bloated or something, but then there's and it's affecting her happy time with her family, and it's like, oh, take this pill, it'll make you not feel like shit. But also, and then they read off like a shit ton of potential side effects for legal reasons.
Guys, I can't go bungee jumping with you. I'm bloated. And they're like, well, shove this pill down your throat along with this other cocktail of things because we think that you have attention problems and learning disabilities and probably pre-diabetes or something too. So
it's always the best when they have like a celebrity endorsing it too. Like I mean, the big one that comes to my mind is Larry the Cable Guy, and he was promoting Prilosec OTC heartburn medicine.
OTC. Homie would know a thing or two about heartburn, I would think.
Do you drink a 30-pack a day and eat a lot of red meat, more red meat than you probably should?
Ooh.
Well, here's some Prilosec. Prilosec OTC.
Just fix it. You don't have to change your lifestyle as long as you can plug the holes in your psyche with pills. I think that's the message.
Yeah, I mean, any little ill, take a pill. Got a headache? Go ahead, pop some ibuprofen. Can't sleep? Well, they sell that Unisom stuff, which is just Benadryl. Oh. But it's like a really high dose of Benadryl.
Oh my.
So.
What is this?
Unisom.
How do you spell that?
UNISOM.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the generic will just be 50 milligrams of diphenhydramine, but...
Oh,
so
baby.
if you just look on the bottle and see that... that diphenhydra.
Diphenhydra. We're not recommending anybody take any kind of medicine.
Do not abuse diphenhydramine. Do not abuse Benadryl. That shit, like, fucks up your brain, apparently, if you do it long term.
Oh, man. Doesn't everything, though.
I mean, yeah. Cough syrup
but in
will do it.
I guess a bad way.
Well, yeah, it is a bad way.
Yeah. The ideal is to fuck up your brain in a good way,
Yes.
Like get more wrinkles.
DMT. Never experienced myself, would like to.
No, I want to. I mean, it would probably freak me the fuck out because, like, my dreams are normally really crazy and super vivid. So, and it's like the same kind of chemical that your brain makes when you dream.
Yes.
Right? That's what makes it so fucking wild and crazy because it's like a naturally occurring chemical in your body.
But you're just taking a shit ton of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, DMT. ayahuasca, any of those kind of things. Any of those like naturally occurring. Well, DMT isn't exactly. It's kind of natural,
I mean,
but it's
like natural in the way that like your brain makes it. So, what's more natural than your brain, right? I don't know.
I mean, we're all just giant
I'm
mechs.
not a neuroscientist.
We're just mechs, right? Isn't that the
dude? Yeah, that's the moral of Attack on Titan. I think is that
that we're mechs?
that we're human mechs.
We're human mechs. Yeah, our brain is just the vessel for our, everything, personality.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just the stuff that your consciousness has to hold on to in this mortal coil. This existence that we call home,
The Midwest Scumbag Podcast.
Yeah, that's our home. That's
who
the
we
universe
are.
we
where
live
we
in.
live. It's my
That's
home.
why you only hear from us like once a week. If that, because otherwise it's sort of like I don't know the analogy to use, like when kids think that like teachers live at school.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
We only live in this podcast, and you only see us in this podcast.
Yeah, it would be weird to see. It's weird. It's a good analogy because it'd be like super weird to see your teacher at the supermarket or pharmacy or whatever. You're like, what? What are you doing here?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Teachers are people? What? we should be paying them more than poverty wage? That's
news to me.
Yeah.
I assume they just like went into the closet and powered down for the night. And as soon as 6 o'clock hits,
yeah, the apple that you put at their desk is like, it's not actually an apple. Whoever you buy it from knows that you're giving it to a teacher, so it's like actually a battery pack, and they have to absorb that every day, and that's why they're always shown eating apples, but you never see a teacher actually biting into an apple in media,
No, you don't. So
you don't.
Maybe they'll shine it on their shirt and take a look at it longingly for a second because they know a student cared enough about them to put it on their desk. But then as soon as they're about to take a bite, the principal comes in, or the vice principal or someone, and he's like, well, we need to, just starts berating them before they get a chance to taste the juicy apple.
Yep, and the vice principal comes in and says, "Hey, I heard you're teaching these kids about evolution in here, and you know that that's illegal." They get hauled off.
Oh, man, yeah, he's a biology teacher, so he probably has a thing for the super hot English teacher. Mm-hmm. And it's like a really funny, like Van Wilder, Ferris Bueller thing where he's trying to hit on her, but something always happens. Like he always gets cock blocked somehow, like by his friend, the gym teacher, who's like super jockey.
Yeah. He's like the typical meathead jock dude who's like always lifting weights,
or he could be like a realistic like high school, middle school gym teacher and be like fat as fuck.
Be the embodiment of like, hey kids, I know I'm supposed to teach you how to be physically fit and shit, but I'm teaching you by reverse example, so don't be like me and give me 20 laps while I sit here and eat some fucking Funyuns.
Yeah. Fuck you. Get on that treadmill, you fat piece of shit. Just sit there eating ice cream.
Yeah. That's the God. Where did that come from? Teachers, apples.
Yeah.
I don't remember where that came from.
No, I don't either. I do like the idea of apples being like a what do you call it? Like waking up a Russian sleeper cell agent. It's like you say,
Yeah.
Jericho, Donkey, 42.
But they're like biting into it, but then you see the energy from the apple. There's like this blue lightning bolt that shoots up through their teeth and hits their brain, and then there's like a little chip in their brain that has the hammer and sickle, and it just lights up.
They're communists too. All teachers are communists.
All teacher, yeah, that's part of being a teacher is, or like the exam you have to take at the end is that you have to be a communist, and then
It's literally just one question at the end of the teacher exam. It's like, are you a communist? Yes or no? Worth 99 points.
yeah, the other 1 point is like spelling your own name right.
Yeah. Oh no, it'd be hard. I mean, you'd have to write like a super good essay, but it'd only be worth 1 point.
Like you have to explain, and it's like it's a trick question is the thing, because it's like question 2, are you a communist? But question 1 is like, can you explain the merits of capitalism? And if you fill that out and like take that question seriously, immediate fail, because it's a trick, and that's why.
You'd also have to do some calculus in there, in that first question.
Yeah, and like whatever else.
Because I mean, if you can't do calculus, can you really call
degree.
yourself a teacher?
Yeah, you may be a middle school art teacher, but you better know how to calculate the quadrangle of a corner bunt pan that can hold up to 2 liters of Coke Zero inside of it. That's a big bunt pan, right? Is that a big bunt pan? I don't do a lot of baking.
You said 2 liters?
2, yeah.
2
like
liters
a whole 2
of
liter
Coke
bottle.
Zero?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good size.
Can you fit a whole 2 liter inside a bunt?
Probably.
Cake pan?
I mean, depends on the size of the cake pan.
Huh.
But yes, it's probably possible.
Well, if we had a producer, I'd make them do that calculation right now.
Then calculate the volume of one part of a bun-sized cake pan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just one bun, not the whole bun. It'd have to be just
Nope.
one specific.
Just one, like if you
part.
were at a party of like 8 people and there was a bundt cake and you all got one slice of that cake equal to the equidistant radius. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Been a long time since I've done calculus. I'll just say that.
Never done calculus.
So you
I
can't
did
be a teacher.
statistics. Yeah, I can't be a teacher. That's the thing. Is I thought that being a teacher would be like my fallback career if I wasn't successful in any artistic pursuit. But really, like, being a teacher is actually something you should strive for. That's like a number 1 goal. It's not a fallback. Being a fallback career is what I'm doing right now. And
yes,
being a robot hosting a podcast. That's the lot in life that I...
I mean, yeah, you should definitely be dedicated. If you're going to become a teacher, I mean, that's...
Yeah.
You're literally
actually
molding
a
the
noble-
minds of a generation's, youth.
Yeah.
You have to spend a whole year with, that same generation, or if you get moved around, different generations. But I mean, it still falls within that gap of K through 12.
Yeah.
Which, for our European listeners and everyone else that does other weird stuff with their school systems, K through 12 is, basically 13 years?
K through 12 is 13 years, correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then nowadays, most people are getting pre-K and pre-K, and then if you go into college immediately after high school, which is what I should not have done.
Yeah.
But I did, and then made terrible mistakes with my life, but whatever. Yeah, that's a shitload. That's like you're looking at 13.
Yeah, I mean, if you go for your bachelor's,
17 years. I guess you don't really start kindergarten until, like, what, 5? 4? What year did you start kindergarten? Shit. I don't know anything about children, dude.
Yeah, that's about right.
I don't know anything.
If you're 18 when you graduate high school, you're 12. Yeah. You'd be
18
about
minus 12.
minus 13.
Oh, 13. That's right. See?
Yeah.
Didn't do math. Can't do math, you guys.
Can't do math. Can't do calculus.
I can't do calculus. I can't do other maths.
Subtraction is part of calculus sometimes.
Oh, man. Subtraction's the worst. It's so negative. Why do you have to take things away? Just...
God damn you.
Isn't life harsh enough? Can't we just keep our numbers in
We have to stay positive.
We have to stay positive. Even our numbers. We
can't let them divide us.
We'll only multiply our sorrow if we were to
you could co-sign this loan.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Math joke.
Oof.
Mathematicians,
Anyway.
we are not.
Welcome to the math.
Even though we're
podcast.
robots and technically we can, do
Well,
super advanced.
we're in human simulation mode right now.
Oh, that's right.
So.
Yeah, you weak, pathetic sacks of meat.
That's right. You forgot that you were pretending to be a human, because that's what humans do. They fucking forget shit. They're fallible. They have to, like, eat and ingest stuff and balance out their hormone levels with their endocrine system or something like that. I don't fucking know. I never took anatomy either, dude. Everything that I say on this show is nonsense. So...
From the moment I understood the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me.
Flesh. I don't like that word flesh, dude. It's
Yeah,
it weirdly creeps me out.
It makes me think of just like a big mass blobby flesh. Like that's I know what flesh is. I know what's on me. It's what's on my bits. But just using the word by itself, like...
Yeah, it feels gross. Just call it, like, skin and muscle and tissue and shit.
Describing something as fleshy, like, wow, that is a fleshy table.
Oh, dude. See, that makes me think of a table made out of skin.
Yeah.
That's gross.
That is gross.
Stop using the word flesh, everybody. It's nasty.
We're canceling the word flesh.
It's canceled. We can't say flesh anymore. That's why I never...
You have to censor the word FL asterisk SH.
Yeah. I'm going to go back and just, like, censor out everything.
You have to put a emoji with it throwing up so people know that even censoring the word disgusts you. Even the thought of what that little asterisk might be just makes you sick to your fucking stomach. Can't stand it. That's what we want to do to the word flesh.
Yep. Oh, man.
It's a fleshy curtain.
Flesh. Ugh. Fucking what? What were we talking about?
Calculus.
Calculus. Oh, yeah, I was an English major for most of my 1 year at college, if you don't count the other year at college. But so half my college career I was an English major, so that meant math was like super unimportant. Like I didn't have to take. I think I had to take like statistics at at most is an English major, and then the rest of it is like, I don't know, old English writers and grammar school and shit. I didn't get very far into it, so I can't say. But I mean, it fucking, I liked it. I enjoyed what I experienced of it. Oh God, excuse me.
Gonna have to cut that out.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's fucking gross, dude. I'm sitting here drinking sodas, and I moved my combos away because I would have been crunching them into the mic. I don't give a fuck, you guys. I'm sorry. I don't care. But that's why I put them away, because I actually do care.
Oh.
You know, whatever.
As long as you're drinking Coke Zero.
Yeah. Well, it's Diet Pepsi, our other sponsor. Because I think we're sponsored by both Coke and Pepsi at this point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure they would allow something like that.
I'm sure that they're collaborating right now, because it's not like there's a huge war between them.
We took Coke, and we took Pepsi, and we mixed them together, and we made Coke Pepsi.
Coke Pepsi.
We flipped a
It
coin
tastes
for whose
kind
name
of
went
like
first.
RC.
It tastes like RC. It tastes like Sam's Choice.
Sam's Choice Cola is what it tastes like. Fuck. I didn't get super far into like classic lit English dudes. I looked up a few the other day. I was watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and there was a joke in it about being hoisted by your own petard. And I've heard that before, right?
Uh-huh.
It's I looked it up. It's Hamlet. I never read Hamlet.
Oh.
Yeah, but it was a straight up Shakespeare quote, and I mean through Hamlet. It's do you know what it means?
What Hamlet means?
No, not the phrase "hoisted by my own petard."
Oh no,
No,
I don't know what petard means.
Well. Let me give you a lesson here. 'Cause I looked it up. Super cool. A petard is a bomb, essentially. It was like a medieval siege weapon that would drop. It was like a weapon of war that would explode, sort of. So being hoisted by one's own petard is like you are blowing something up and you're being like thrown by the explosion of your own bomb.
Oh.
Like the consequences of, well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
Oh.
That's yeah, that's what that means. I thought that was kind of cool. But that's not something that that wasn't the joke they they made in the show, but it was still funny.
Oh.
But like, yeah, I thought that was interesting. I don't know like fucking dick about Shakespeare.
Who does? Who could really understand that man?
It's like shit that you bring up Shakespeare quotes if you're like a pretentious dick or like actually English, I think. Like,
yeah.
or French in the case of Jean-Luc Picard, like he can bring up Shakespeare quotes.
Absolutely.
He can rock it.
He does. Yeah, he can. Yeah, I mean, Shakespeare. I've read a fair amount of Shakespeare. I've read Macbeth. I've read Hamlet.
Yeah.
I've read
Romeo and Juliet, of course.
Yeah, that one's like
that's
required.
freshman English.
Right.
Yeah.
That's like just required.
Yeah.
Othello. That's another one.
Nice.
Midsummer
I read
Night's
a
Dream.
graphic novelization of The Tempest. I'm sorry to cut you off there. That was rude of me.
You read
What
a
did you say?
novelization of what?
It was a graphic novel version of The Tempest.
Oh, okay.
Which, yeah. I still didn't understand it, even though there were pictures, but it was kind of cool. I was like, oh, that dude's like a spirit ghost. Like, he's cool. And then I read Macbeth in high school because that was required, I think.
Sure, yeah.
And then...
What, you egg? That's a line from Macbeth.
Aha.
What, you egg? And then he stabs him. That's one that got, like, memed super hard over the past couple of years because there's obviously high schoolers reading Macbeth.
Mm-hmm.
And just taking that line out of context is just fun. I mean, you could do that with, anything. But Shakespeare, Shakespeare's a different level of...
Yeah, Homeboy, like, really fucked with the English language in his time. It's impressive that a lot of his shit there are a lot of, like, phrases and commonplace, what are they called, idioms or
maxims,
some sort of anecdote or whatever that he, like, legitimately created because he was like, oh, I need this to fit the fucking rhyme or meter. So he just fucks shit up, and we're stuck with it, and that's what that's how English was made.
Just as some examples, I was just looking up some of the more common like phrases, or idiomatic phrases. Like et tu, Brute.
Yeah, Julius Caesar.
To be or not to be.
Yeah,
that's from
that
him.
one's. Mm-hmm. Wait, is that Macbeth or Hamlet? I was.
To be or not to be. Isn't that
Hamlet, right?
Yeah.
Hamlet. Yeah, I never read Hamlet. But I read Macbeth, so I always mix them up and think
Macbeth,
that I read Hamlet.
that's the one. Yeah, you don't say that word, but if you're on like a actual stage, a theater stage, maybe somebody said Macbeth at the Oscars, and that's what caused it.
Damn.
Didn't a Macbeth movie come out recently?
Oh shit!
Was it at the Oscars?
It might have been.
Oh my god,
actually.
it was.
I did not watch anything of the Oscars except the whole Will Smith shit.
Oscars 2022, the tragedy of Macbeth. So I wonder if maybe Chris Rock said it at some point.
Ooh.
Like beforehand. Like when he was just reading off nominees and he said Macbeth. Because you're not supposed to say that at,
Not supposed to say that.
If there's like a production
theater
going
before
on.
a show or something.
Nope.
Yeah. Not gonna pretend like I know theater superstition.
That's just one that's a really big one. I mean,
that's a big one. Yeah.
I mean, break your leg. That's kind of another big one. You don't say good luck. You say break a leg.
Yeah, because saying good luck is bad luck because the world is upside down in a theater, in a dramatic production.
It is. Yeah.
That's because humans are already acting as is. Everybody's acting all the time. They're putting on a show for the public, essentially. That, deep down, is it really their true self? Not really.
No. The true self is the you that is alone and may or may not have drank half a gallon of whiskey and ate a whole bunch of ice cream.
Half a gallon? Half a gallon. That's like what I drink eggnog by, man. Half a gallon.
Half a gallon of eggnog. That's worse than whiskey.
Yeah, I mean, it probably is. What can I say, dude? Cinnamon and nutmeg, those are my fucking jams. They're, like, top 10 in my list of spices and seasonings.
Would you be that guy that drinks eggnog year round?
I would if it was available year round. I fucking love
Like you got
eggnog.
your like huge ass water jug that you bring to work and it's
Oh
just
my-
filled with eggnog.
Just deep in the heat of the summer, in the fucking like July 21st is the deepest, hottest day, and I walk in and it's like tank top, dripping sweat, but then I'm drinking
Just chugging eggnog, like drinking it so passionately that it's just running down the sides of your mouth, dripping onto your shirt. Just
and then as it drips down, like it's so hot, it's curdling.
oh god,
Like,
it turns fleshy.
dripping onto my cargo shorts.
Cargo shorts and your Crocs, not your Crocs.
Eggnog stains all over my Crocs. What do you...
That's
I
the
mean, what
burden
else
of the
can
man
you
that
do?
drinks eggnog year round, man.
That's... yeah. There are benefits and there are some downsides to drinking eggnog year round, and I like to think the benefits outweigh the Croc stains.
And the high blood pressure, probably.
Yeah, probably. Like, that's a lot of... I mean, like, the eggs, it's an okay amount of protein, but it's a lot of dairy, and I don't process dairy as good as I used to back in the day, but the cinnamon and nutmeg and
That makes it okay.
it makes it okay.
It's
and,
all right, even when it's been sitting in the sun for 5 hours, starting to curdle. It's still good even then.
But eggnog is versatile too. So like, if you're an alcoholic, you can drink eggnog year round, and you can spike it with either whiskey or rum, or I think it's really those two that work the best with it.
I use schnapps sometimes.
Schnapp, you can. I mean, probably. I don't know what schnapps are. Isn't it just like a super
Like have peppermint
flavored
schnapps.
vodka?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay. It's not like gin, it's similar to vodka, but it's a different, it's juniper berry that it's made out of.
Sure, yeah. I have no
instead
idea.
of potato.
I know it's popular around Christmas time, peppermint schnapps at least, so.
Yeah. Peppermint schnapps. Ugh.
Yeah, and they're not good.
Ugh. I don't care for peppermint in
It's
general.
like birthday cake flavored vodka. Just
yeah,
gross. Disgusting. How is that still around?
Yucky.
That thing is still around. I still see it. I'm like, my God, who the fuck would drink that? There has to be some like crazy drink that it works perfectly with. That's the only reason I can see.
There has to, there has to be.
I guess that's
it's
my
like,
metric. Is like, can I shoot it reliably? Can I just take shooters of this? No. Birthday cake flavored vodka is a big fat no. I cannot shoot that and chase it with sugar-free Mountain Dew.
No. Oh, that's a bad combo.
It is.
That is a bad combo. You chase birthday cake flavored vodka shots with like whipped cream, and
You do a whip it.
yeah, you do a whip it afterwards, immediately. I think that's the real way you drink birthday cake.
I'm just imagining like this dude that like lives alone. He has this fridge, and it like the whole entire fridge part is just filled with whipped cream cans. And then there's a single bottle, just a single bottle of fucking birthday cake flavored vodka in the freezer. That's it. Empty ice cube tray. Never uses it.
Man. And then like the usual, maybe a bottle of mustard in the cupboard.
Yes. Some
Damn.
soy sauce, just randomly that he bought like years ago, used once.
Handful of Arby's napkins that he uses as paper towels.
I hope this doesn't hit too close to home for anybody listening.
No.
Poor
I love
man.
that person.
I do
that
too.
That poor man.
I love
him.
You keep drinking that, what was it? Birthday cake flavored vodka and chasing it with a whippet. That makes it even more ridiculous to see.
Yeah, like, I mean, it would be so used to it that, like, because immediately, I think whippets make you, like, pass out, right?
Yeah.
Momentarily.
Oh, yeah.
So you would he'd be taking a shot, and then he'd do the whippet immediately. And then, like, he'd be passing out, so he would fall backwards, but he'd install, like, and so he would want to have installed, like, some kind of gymnast soft floor to fall on, but you can't afford that if you're spending all your money on
So he
whippets.
just throws a bunch of dirty towels and clothes on the floor.
Yeah, he just falls into those backwards and wakes up, takes the towel to, like,
it takes
wipe his
another
face.
shot. It's one shot to one whippet. That's the ratio. Like, he's got to down that whole can. He downs that whole goddamn can. Every shot.
Oof. I really hope there's not a person out there who lives
I hope
that
not
life.
either.
I'm sorry for anybody.
What if he was
Yeah,
the one?
I'd
What
say-
if it was the one person, the only one who did listen to our podcast specifically?
Yeah.
Like,
and
what
they just,
if?
like, have been struggling with a birthday cake flavored vodka whippets addiction for their whole, like, they've been struggling with it since birthday cake flavored vodkas existed. Which is, I don't know. What,
Oh
like 10
man,
years?
that's
How
so
long has
sad. Were
birthday
they like
cake
super
vodka
fit and in
been?
shape? But then one day they
Oh,
went to the liquor
man.
store after
Like
they
it's
turned
like a-
21, and he's like,
Damn.
"Wow, but it's my birthday. I should get some." And wow, birthday cake flavored vodka. And then his
Whoa,
friends
it's
like,
my
"Dude,
birthday.
we should get some whipped cream." And that's where it
Hey,
started.
Tony taught me how to do whippets, bro. We're gonna do that after class. Oh, all right.
Oh,
I'm on my
yeah.
track scholarship. This is gonna be a great birthday. Smash cut to him falling into a pile of dirty towels and socks.
That was just a memory. Yeah. Mid whippet shot. Godspeed, my friend. Godspeed.
Yeah, all more power to you. If you're, I mean, honestly, if you're struggling with, like, a Whippets birthday cake flavored vodka addiction, like, get help.
Yes.
We joke, but
Addictions come in many forms. You know, it's not just meth or cocaine or alcohol. I mean, you can be addicted to anything. You can be addicted to whippets. You could just be addicted. You don't even have to do the whippets. You could just be addicted to the whipped cream, like just eating
just
that
the whipped
straight out.
cream. you just fill your mouth up with it every, like, 10 seconds.
What's that disease called? Pica, right? Where like people will eat pica. I think that's what it's called.
What is that?
You know, on like Ripley's Believe It or Not, there's dudes that'll be like, "Oh, this guy ate a whole bunch of fucking glass or silverware."
Oh, yeah.
Or that dude that ate a plane, I guess, bit by bit.
Ate a plane? An airplane?
I don't know. I mean, I think he like did it over the course of a couple years, but he like bought all the parts to make an you would use making an airplane and ate all of them.
What?
I mean, obviously not the stuff that would kill him. Like,
how do you eat an airplane
It's
that
a
wouldn't kill you?
disease
That's
or
like
a
metal.
genetic thing.
And I mean,
that one might be a
how do
bit
you-
over the top, but there are people that they'll like eat shampoo or there was a show on TLC, the Learning Channel. For those of you that don't know, that highlighted all these disgusting people.
Oh yeah, okay. I remember seeing somebody like taking bites out of like ceiling tiles and drywall and shit.
I mean, some of it was probably overplayed for the sake of television.
Yeah.
But it does exist.
If you're gonna have somebody pay for your rehab, you're gonna make it look good. You're gonna take a full bite of the wall when it's usually you only take like a spoonful.
I always see it. It always pops up on my social media feeds, but it's like this chick that's addicted to cheesy potatoes. It's like, I've been eating cheesy potatoes every day for the past 12 years.
Cheesy potatoes.
Yeah, like au gratin cheesy potatoes. She's addicted to them.
That's not. I mean, it's not a terrible, like, if she fills it up with some butter, that's not terribly balanced. That's just a little bit too much carb.
I don't know.
But...
I think it was the ones you just buy in a box.
Oh, the ones that you put in in a bowl in the microwave with some tap water for a couple minutes. Ooh.
But that's less extreme. Like, people will eat soap or... yeah, like ceramic, dirt.
Ugh. Yuck, dude.
But
I mean, like,
it tastes good
dirt
to
isn't
them.
terrible, but I'm not saying I eat dirt now. I've eaten.
I mean, I probably ate dirt when I
past
was a
and-
kid. I'm
yeah.
sure every child.
That's why my immune
unsupervised
system is
has
so
done it.
robust.
Yeah, fuck COVID. You ain't getting in this this temple, baby.
Nope. You know how much fucking nonsense germs I let enter my body? That sounds really weird. I'm sorry.
Do you know how much I wash my motherfucking hands?
Never.
Literally never.
Fuck washing your hands. Washing your hands is a myth, dude. Invented by the people who invented hand soap.
Yeah,
Just
doctors
to get
didn't
you to
even
buy
they
hand
laughed
soap.
at the guy who said that we should wash our hands. Doctors. And he died
first dude to
penniless and broke.
The first guy to suggest washing our hands, like, there's doctors standing around in a circle, and they're just like, "What the fuck is going on? Everybody's sick all the time." Somebody is like, "Hey, maybe we rub our hands down with this fat tallow stuff," and they're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
like in Roman times, they had the communal sponge that they used. It'd be the doctor would come back and be like, "Well, I just used the communal sponge, but now I'm gonna try and put this guy's guts back inside him." Barehanded. I'm sure he won't die of infection this time.
Yeah, this guy looks strong. He's definitely, he'll make it.
And then when they die, it's like, well, the gods willed it.
Yeah, it just wasn't meant to be. There's nothing that I'm doing wrong.
Yeah, there's nothing that I'm doing wrong. Absolutely nothing. His hands are just covered in filth.
Yeah.
He hasn't
fingernails
bathed in
are all
weeks.
fucking not trimmed.
What I'm
He's
saying
like, this is the cutting edge of science.
fuck germ theory. Fuck germ theory. Doesn't exist.
Germs didn't
not
exist.
Real.
Yeah.
I can't
They didn't
see it.
exist
It's not
until
real.
we could see them. Yep. You know how much bullshit that has come about because, like, microscopes are... What if microscopes aren't, like, actually real, you know? What if they're just, like, random art project kind of things? Yeah. Like, I don't know, there's like a little tiny artist sitting in the tunnel of the microscope, and as you look at whatever you put in front of it, and it's like, oh, you know, this piece of grass, he's like, if we zoom in really far, what do you think would it would look like? Probably some green squares, right? Let's draw that. And then every time that, like, that same piece of thing is put up to a microscope, it's the same kind of drawing because it's put up in a database that's shared amongst all of the microscope artists.
Oh, so they're like they've been here before us.
Yeah, they're the actual...
But the catalyst was us discovering microscope technology for them because they were like, we can't let them see the truth. They can't.
They can't see that. They can't know that atoms and things don't exist. That it's
And it's just some
that it's
sort of
all
elder
fake.
abomination. that they're protecting us from, so we don't see the truth.
Yeah. Yeah, see, if we focus all of our time on these imaginary, made-up drawings of cells and things that we think are microscopic organisms or whatever, then we won't focus on the impending eldritch horror that is going to bring our universe to an end.
And the little microscope bros, they help us.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing they exist.
They also lower our lifespan by about 50 to 60 years, but it's a fair trade-off.
I guess. Do you want to live a life where, in absolute madness and horror that can't be explained in a literary form? Or
it's so scary, but I can't explain what it is, but you should be scared of it.
It's real spooky. I mean, the look on this guy's face.
Oh, he just took a look at it and he's going crazy, but
he's crazy now.
What's
dude.
It look like?
You
Is
would
it
not
some,
believe
like blobby fleshy thing? I don't know. He couldn't get a good look at it. He looked at it for a second. He literally went mad.
He just went crazy. He just fucking lost his marbles as soon as he laid eyes on it. So I wish I were the author of this story to tell you that it described the thing that he was looking at that made him go mad, but I just can't.
It's so scary that I can't describe it in words.
Scary.
Just H.P. Lovecraft, folks.
H.P.
Lovecraft. Great writer, but it is what it boils down to sometimes.
Essentially.
But there, it played on the fear of the unknown, the unknowable, which.
The thing that Lovecraft did well was he fostered that, like, super dark, macabre kind of atmosphere. I think that was, like, his strong suit,
yes.
you know?
I mean, I haven't read everything by him. I've read, like, the Shadow over Innsmouth, Color Out of Space.
Yeah, I've read that one.
That one's really good.
It's a good one.
Beyond the Mountains of Madness. That one.
Ooh.
That one was. It was good, but I feel like he spent like 20 pages just describing the architecture of this ancient city, and that was really. I think that's where he really shined. Was describing the geometry and stuff of. It wasn't just it's this. I was looking at this thing and it looked like a square, but it wasn't a square. It was like 5 squares.
It's like 5, a couple squares up, and these squares were like, I don't know, maybe rock or some kind of squished pebbles. And no, it was like actual good, decent descriptions.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. I have read Color Out of Space. I can't remember the first one I read that was like the dude going into the pyramid and just went crazy because he saw whatever was in this pyramid. But the build up to it was really good.
That's where he shines. It's the build up to the unknowable, scary thing that spooks the protagonist into running away. Usually,
yeah. One of those guys who uses the word like madness a lot and
circumambulating, or penumbra, or just really
exsanguinate. Makes me think of Darkest Dungeon shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Darkest Dungeon, good shit.
Essentially, yeah, like that's the like vibe I get.
Lovecraftian horror.
I read Lovecraft, yeah.
Same with Elden Ring. Elden Ring has touches of it too.
Yeah.
Bloodborne, obvious.
Bloodborne had a bunch of it, yeah. I didn't get far enough in Bloodborne to get deep into. I got to like the beginning of it, where I first encountered some like tentacle-headed thing, and I started to build up like a madness meter, and I was like, "What the fuck?" So you could just go crazy. That was something that I think they brought in. I don't know if it was in Dark Souls 3. Probably not, right?
What, in Elden Ring?
Yeah.
It is.
The madness meter.
Yeah, there's madness. There's spells centered around madness specifically.
Yeah.
And
I've seen like the tooltips for it. I haven't run into anything.
I have one. I think I have one that's like it's like the fire spray, but instead of fire, it does madness.
What? That's cool.
Yeah.
Man.
There's a bunch of cool stuff like that. And there's a lot of cool lore to go with it, but I don't know it. I just know that there's a shit ton of lore in that game.
There's so much. There's so much lore.
It's ridiculous. I'm gonna have to wait till someone compiles a 3-hour long YouTube video and then I'll watch it that way. I've pieced together a good part of it. For a game with a character called the Loathsome Dung Eater, though.
Loathsome Dung Eater.
And even his lore is...
I wonder what he does.
I've learned a little bit of it. It's pretty crazy.
He does more than just eat dung.
The evil poop eater. Poop devourer.
Yeah. Bad guy. Smelly mouth.
He got smelly. Stinky.
Dude, I don't know. Like, it's such a big fucking game. It's got to take a super long time to compile all the lore, right?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely it will.
There's so much. Like, it's crazy. We don't have to get into it.
Yeah, no.
I haven't gotten much further.
I tell you what, folks, when me and Elliot have both beaten it and maybe have digested a little bit more of the lore, we will talk about it again.
Yeah.
For that one guy out there that wants it.
Yeah. The guy who started and was like, finally, somebody's talking about Elden Ring.
Try finger butthole.
Yeah. We'll do a special episode, so that's it. That's enough of the Elden Ring.
That's it. Moratorium is back on. No more.
Done. No more.
Okay.
I'm sorry that I brought it back up.
It's okay. It's a great game.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be one that people are going to be saying, oh, this is the Breath of the Wild of whatever. This is the Dark Souls of indie 2D platformers. It'll just be like, oh, this is the Elden Ring of rhythm games.
Oh, man. One day. That's the dream, right? Is to make a game that has the exploration value of an Elden Ring, but the gameplay of, like, Beat Saber.
Oh, man. Don't even get me started. I was looking at getting, like,
VR shit?
No, not VR. I would love to get VR, but I'd have to get, like, an Oculus. Just because it's the cheapest, and it's also the one you, like, don't need anything fancy for, really. It's, like, its own self-contained thing.
Oh, okay.
But
okay.
It's like not as fancy as whatever the Valve's, the Index. I mean that one's really fancy, or whatever Samsung has.
Yeah, HTC Vive, is that one still a thing?
Yes.
Okay, nice. I haven't looked into it because I just imagine that they're out of my price range, but they're probably not.
The two that are probably most, consumer friend. Well, not. I want to say consumer. They're all consumer friendly, but at a good price point. Like the Oculus is the best one because it's like a console that is VR. You don't have to have a PC.
Oh, okay. It's not attached to anything.
No.
It's just a straight up console on your face.
And you get their little app store, the Facebook app store, whatever. The other one would be PSVR or PSVR 2. I don't know if that's a thing yet, but it's going to be. And it's,
eventually, yeah.
You don't have like a $2,000 PC and then an HTC Vive versus a whatever $500 PS5 and what's their VR thing, like $150, $200.
Yeah, something like that.
Barrier to entry is lower. Still obviously fucking expensive as shit.
Yeah.
Still can't find a PS5 anywhere. Anytime they come in stock, they're immediately bought up. It's ridiculous.
I've only been seeing the fucking digital version go on sale too, and
I know.
Like, if I don't get the disc version, then, like, I have a lot of money that I just flushed down the toilet of games that suck to play on PS4 because it's, like, they shouldn't have been made for the generation behind, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So...
And there's still no PS3 emulation yet, so...
Oh, man.
Which is unfortunate.
God damn. Yeah.
To this day, the only way you can play Metal Gear Solid 4 is if you have a PS3.
Wow.
That's it.
Shit. I might dig my PS3 out and play Metal Gear Solid 4 just because I can. Just because I have the freedom to. I should celebrate that, right?
I saw a post, and it was like, it was the ending, it was the final cutscene. Spoilers for MGS4. Leave now. Anyway, it was the ending, and it showed that picture of Johnny, or the scene with Johnny and Meryl getting married, and then it was like, and immediately after that, it goes to Snake in the graveyard, the gun in his mouth, and I was thinking, it's like, does that scene happen after? Does it? And I can't remember if the marriage scene happens before the graveyard. Because the graveyard scene is like one of the last things to happen. So
yeah,
it would make sense. Just made me laugh when I thought of that. Like, yeah.
I think they're supposed to be like simultaneous.
Oh.
Technically.
Oh, so they're happening at the same time. So like,
yeah, but
he's
you
ditching
see
out
this...
on the wedding to blow his brains out.
Yeah, I think so.
What a Chad.
That was the implication, I think. That it was happening at the same time. Because
she's marrying somebody that looks like him when he was younger.
Yeah, dude. Oh god, just the like, look how old I've gotten. Like,
and he
but
literally
he's not. But he's not actually that old. Is the thing? He's just aged fast.
Yeah.
Which sucks. So like he's really he's a new to the game Silver Fox, maybe a fresh Salt and Pepper age. He's probably 50 by MGS4.
I think so, yeah.
If he was at retirement age, but he retired early in MGS1, he was like 40. I thought he was like 40 something in MGS1, right?
That sounds right. It's been
then,
a while. Then Big Shell takes place.
Mm-hmm.
What, 10 years?
Which was like, I think it's 10. I think it's 10 years because he does 4 or 5 years with philanthropy.
Yeah, it's like 7.
And then the tank, because the tanker mission was a philanthropy operation. And then, and that's like 2008 or something. And then MGS4 is 2012.
Yeah.
I forget where it falls in the timeline. I haven't done like a bunch of research yet for the MGS episode.
I haven't either.
I have written down a couple like of like the major themes of the game, and I think that's what the show is probably going to be about. Less of us like explaining step by step what happens in the game because the plot is fucking insane. It would take the whole episode just to...
It would take multiple hour episodes. Multiple hour episodes.
Yeah.
To go through. And it's all
tell
been done
you what
before.
happens. Yeah.
You can go on YouTube and look up Metal Gear Solid lore. And you'll get a nice long video that explains everything just like that.
Yeah, exactly. So you can do that. But I figure we'll just like talk about the like major themes of it.
In our opinion, probably some like parts that we remember.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Yeah. I like for instance, Skullface. Fun fact, the word for oh shit. I've been watching Skullface bookseller Honda-san to tie it into anime.
Oh.
Excellent fucking show. It's so funny. The dude is he's just it's just like a bookstore, but all the employees are weird. Like Honda-san is a skeleton, and there's the Lantern-san whose head is a jack-o'-lantern, and there's like a night chick whose head is just like a knight armor helmet. But the word for... Oh, fuck. Did I write it down? Skeleton. Skull face. Skeleton is... Nope. You guys can look it up. I can't. I can't find it. I'm sorry. It's either like Seiko or Geisha something. Fuck. Never mind. I'm sorry.
What skull faces in Japanese?
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh.
It's like skeleton or like skull, skeleton. They're kind of like the same word, but skeleton man but implied like, skeleton face sort of as a translation, but also like the localization of it. Yeah.
Well,
I wish I had it. I'll find it for the next episode, but
yeah.
I'm sorry, folks. I can't remember where I wrote it down.
That's okay.
Instead, I can clear up the record here. A couple episodes back, I think I said it was soybean oil that was butter at the movie theaters. I said it was canola oil. It's soybean oil.
Oh,
that's the correction. It's a butter flavored soybean oil. So you can eat that and feel more like a soy boy instead of a canola.
I mean, it's still pretty bad
person.
For you, I'm sure.
It's still not great for you, but it's not canola oil. So,
well, there you have it, folks. It's not canola oil.
It's not canola oil.
It's not canola oil.
No. And neither are you. You're not canola oil. You're worth living for, and you are a great person, and thank you for listening.
You're like the $10 bottle of olive oil. Like, you could buy the $2 shit, the great value. But no, you kind of want to splurge and get some really high-grade olive oil. You're still buying it at Walmart. And
it's still not like top shelf.
No, but it's fancier than what you're used to.
You're still cooking with it, but
it's okay. You can, that's what you are. Top shelf olive oil, the good stuff.
Top shelf olive oil. Brought to you by Top Shelf, the hockey cards.
And Coke Zero.
And Coke Zero, and whoever else is sponsoring us this
sugar-free, caffeine-free Pepsi.
Anyway, I think we've hit our limit, so we'll see you guys next week.
Yep. Also, I just want to mention E3 was canceled and everything is worse now. Goodbye.
Oh, what?